guys, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because it's the first video in a new series that I'm gonna be doing called Must or Bust. I've been wanting to do something like this on my channel for a while now, where I do kind of like a series where I test out a new makeup product, a beauty product, a crazy trend, a crazy fad, and I let you guys know if it's a must or a bust. So today I'm gonna be doing a must or bust on the new NYX color correcting liquids. If you guys watched my eye mats haul that I recently did, which I will link down below for you, I went to a NYX after party on Saturday after eye mats, and they gave us a huge goodie bag with so many new products, and these really intrigued me, not just because of the packaging, girl, because they're really pretty, but just because I'm on a color correcting kick. I love color correcting so much. I've done a couple videos on color correcting on my channel before, but if you guys have not gotten into the technique of color correcting, it will seriously change your life. So today I'm gonna give you the deets on the new color correcting liquids from NYX. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. So like I said, these were gifted to me, but when I looked up the price of these online to see how much they were, I was shocked. These are $14 each, which for NYX, I feel like is very, very expensive. So let me give you guys a rundown of color correcting if you're not familiar. Color correcting is the part of your makeup routine where you are prepping your skin. If you have redness, if you have skin discoloration, if you have acne scars, color correcting is the time to correct those issues so that when you go on to apply your foundation and your concealer and your powder, you're not gonna be able to see any of those skincare concerns. So I know it looks kind of weird. There's like a bunch of different colors here and you're like, okay girl, you're telling me to put blue liquid on my face before foundation? I don't think so. But it's actually a really great trick. So let's start out with the color peach. You guys know how incredibly obsessed I am. Like obsessed is an understatement. With the NYX color corrector and the color medium, I use that underneath my eyes before my concealer to correct my darkness, and it just makes my dark circles disappear. This is more of a liquidy formula. It's not as thick as the dark circle corrector. This is the dark circle corrector. It just comes in a little pot like this, and it does have an orange salmony color to it. This is more of a liquidy formula, as you guys can see. So it says to put this all over your face, but for me personally, I feel like that would kind of do the opposite of what I wanted it to do. So you're gonna use a peach color or a salmon colored corrector or primer or whatever on the areas of your face that you have more blue and purple tones. So underneath our eyes, we tend to have a lot of darkness, a lot of blue and purpleness, if that makes sense. So you want to use a peach color to get rid of that darkness and kind of counteract it. So I'll jump into a demo right now. You can see me applying this underneath my eyes. Again, it has a very, very thin formula and thin consistency to it, and I didn't find that big of a difference when I applied my concealer on top. So after I apply this, I'm going to show you what this looks like with concealer on one side and just the corrector on the other side. And you can see on the side with the concealer, it doesn't look as dark. But again, since this has more of a thin consistency, I don't think this is ideal to use underneath the eyes. I don't feel like it worked as well as this. This says that it's supposed to help restore the healthy glow of medium to dark complexions. So if you have a medium to dark complexion, you can use this around your mouth or any areas that you have a little bit of discoloration or darkness, and this is just gonna help lighten it up and correct that area. But again, for me personally, for my under eyes, this was a bust. I much prefer the dark circle corrector. So this is the color pink, and this one is meant to give luminosity to dull skin. Let me tell you something, girl. I've been wearing full beat makeup for 3 days straight, and I feel like my skin just needs a pick-me-up. It just looks very dull. It doesn't have the luminosity that I want. So I applied this on one side of my face, and I feel like it gave me a really, really beautiful pearlescent luminosity to my skin. So I'll apply a little bit of the pink one onto the back of my hand, and I'm gonna show you how much of a luminous finish it gives this hand as opposed to the other hand. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my left hand has a lot more luminosity to it. Do I think this is a product that you need in your life for $14? No, I don't. Just because I feel like you can use a beauty oil, or you can just use like a more luminous foundation. Like I don't think that this is the holy grail of holy grail products to revive dull skins. You know what I mean? It was good, but for the price, I don't think that it's worth it. If this was like $3 or $4, I would say get it, because I did notice a difference in my skin. But again, it wasn't that big of a difference to where I would say, okay, this is worth the $14. So far we have 2 semi-busts, but for a product that I do think is really, really great, this is the green one, and this one is in the color green. There you go. I know it's super intimidating to put green on your face, but green is great if you guys have redness. If you have rosacea, if you have hyperpigmentation, you wanna use a green product to really neutralize that area. And I've done a video before on how to conceal and cover redness and pimples and acne, and I used a green corrector. This, again, is more of a thin formula. It's not in a pot, it's not very thick. So if you have very dry skin, this is great because it's not going to cling onto any dry patches that you have. And when it blends out, you can't see any trace of green. It's just gonna neutralize the redness. So don't, apply it and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a green face, I'm gonna look like a monster. No, girl. Once you blend it blends out to clear. It blends out with your skin. So this one I think is the best one out of all of them. I feel like it really did a great job at correcting the redness around my nose, especially because as women, we tend to have broken capillaries around the nose, and that makes it look a lot more red than it should. So there are 2 that I actually didn't apply because they're not really meant for my skin type. The yellow one is to help illuminate fair to medium complexions, and then the blue one is to help brighten sallowness in fair complexions. So these are mainly meant for those of you who have very light complexions, but I'll do some swatches. Oh. Do we see this? We got color corrector in my hair, people. In the hair. And on the PJs. Cool. So look at this. I have it on my hand and it looks very yellow, but once you blend it out, it just melts into your skin, and you can see even this yellow one, even though this is meant for more fair complexions, you can see that it gives me a really nice luminosity to the skin. So overall, I like these, but for the price, I feel like the only one that I really think is a must is the green one, and that's if you have a lot of redness that you want to correct. I promise you guys, if you haven't tried color correcting, try it. It will change your makeup game completely. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you were excited for this series, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know what other products or trends you want to see a must or bust on. I would love to do that for you. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Because they're pretty. Haha, I promise.